Alright, so let's get started. We're going to show you the techniques on the dummy form. We're just going to do the first 9 moves here. So we're going to start with our stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's 9 moves. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so those are the 9 moves, and we're going to show you how to use that in a fighting application. Alright, move number 1. This is the raising of the arm. Now, it looks like it's a punch, but actually it's also a deflection. If you come over this way, I'm actually deflecting this with my forearm as I'm reaching out and punching in the middle. So, do it properly, make sure that your arm is in this position, not in this position. Because if in this position, you're not going to be deflecting anything. Make sure your arm is like this, and your wrist and your knuckles are facing this way. So that you're deflecting with this part, and then you're hitting with this part. Make sure you're not hitting this, because you're going to hit with the back of your hand, that's going to hurt, right? You want to hit with your knuckles. So you want to have this angle, and the knuckles going this way. So now that I show you how to do it in a dummy, we'll show you how to do it in your application. Right? So one way to do it is if your hand is low, starts off low, you can use this to deflect his arm and punch him in the middle, in the center. Alright? So notice that if I just go like this, keep my arm straight like that, I won't be deflecting anything. He'll punch me, I'll punch him. Okay? That's a bad idea. Okay? So I need to have this deflection so that when I move in at the same time, his arm gets deflected outwards and then punch in the middle. Right? That's very simple. So this way. Okay? So it's important to start in the middle, and you can use it once this hand passes here. You just have to actually walk in, and it's gonna deflect it already. So you don't actually need to swing it up. Okay? Once the hand gets past here, you just need to walk in, and then this triangle deflects his punch past your ear. All right? So that's the first technique. All right. Move number 2. So we have 1 and 2. Okay, 2 is actually like 2 little movements. First of all, you have this, so we're going to sneak this one in the inside, like this, grab behind the neck, and this one will turn and grab here. Okay, why do I say 2 little moves? Because it's actually reach out and grab and sink at the same time. So it's coming out, that's like move 2A, and then the 2B would be to sink. Okay, so it's 1. So 2 is reach, sink, reach, sink. So the sink happens all at the same time. You want to combine both the hand and the grip here for both hands to grip the neck and the arm at the same time. Okay, so let's show you how to use it in the real application. Alright, so this is useful when you're in a close range and you miss. So you're punching with this hand and you miss, and now you grab, right? So you want to grab at the same time, so you get that shock effect.
Oh yeah, and I got whiplash. Neck.
Okay, so just be careful with your partner, alright? What you want to do is to get the most damage, hit the back of the head here instead of the neck. Okay, so you actually want to hit the back. So I don't want to do it too hard and hurt, but when there, boom, you see stars, right? So, okay, so the one way of doing it is to let's say he's punching, right? Use this and then sneak it in like that, and then do that. Okay? So why do you want to do this? You don't want to just yank and then just let go. That's not going to do anything, right? So you need to follow up with it. So you need to yank and then use it as a takedown. You guys see the legs there? Okay, let's do that one more time. So first of all, I'm in a tight. Okay, keep your shoulders in. Right, so you kind of pretend yourself as you go in. Alright, this is actually a punch, but it misses. Okay, and then you want to use this foot, yank this one arm, and just sweep this foot at the same time. Okay, so that's one way of using the technique number 2. Alright, so there's actually another variation of this, which is different from the Yip Man form, but in some other dummy forms you see this. So in the Yip Man form, it's like this one, and then this one, right? Well, why would I want to do move 1 and then move 2 to get to his to this position. Why don't I just go from move 1, go directly here? It's shorter, right? If I wanted to do a clinch. So let's do that instead. So I deflect. Oh no, I missed him because he slipped my punch. Now I got this, right? Okay? Let's do that again. You missed in the camera. Okay? So let's do it again. So I deflect. He
Slipped.
He slipped.
Because I'm smart.
So instead of bringing my fist back and punching, why don't I just hit the back of his head? At the same time, we just do a little this. Boom. Okay, so very nice takedown. Right, so that's another variation on technique number 2. Hey, we're here to do technique 3, 4, and 5 together in one application. So remember, we got 1, 2, and then 3. 4, which is just moving and then turning this into a tansel. And 5 is low palm. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5. Let's show you how to use it in a self-defense application. Alright, 3, 4, 5. So I'm doing, let's say we start with a square stance. We're going to do our bong cell. I'm going to do my tan cell. And then I'm going to do my low jump. Okay, so one way to block is to do tan cell, right? Bong cell, sorry. Okay, now I'm going to do tan cell. And then guard this one. I'm not really worried about that one because it's all the way over there. And then the next one, number 4, 5, that. Okay, so you see, I've got a lot of power and a lot of structure to be able to push her all the way over there. So that means you have a good position. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So once you get to the guy's side, he has very little balance, and you have in a perfect position to do other stuff, right? So 1, 2. Now you can move all the way to his back too, if you have enough room. And as you can get better, you can do other stuff, right? You can do other stuff. But let's say you only get to his side. Well, one way to do is to push this one so that it actually turns him a little bit. Okay, so he's facing that way, and you punch him in the back, right in the spine. Okay, so not a punch, I'm just going to push. All right, so that's 3, 4, and 5. Another thing you can do, for example, if you don't move that quickly, okay, so if you don't move, you can't stay in the middle. You punch another one. You can use this tansel, this move number 4, right, to guard this one too. And if you try to get you this one, that's okay. Just use this one as move number 5. Okay? So either way, ideally, you can get right all the way behind them here, ideally. So let's say you don't get behind them. And make sure you guard both hands, at least this punch too, with this tansel. Okay? You can, in this form, you're just gonna hit the ribs here, in the back. So you see this angle, right? Boom, right here. Okay, ticklish spot.
Hurt, man.
Ticklish spot here. Okay, easy to break the ribs. So remember in my forms video, you want to hit on with the bottom edge of your palm. Okay, that fits perfectly right underneath the ribs here. Okay, you're not actually hitting with the middle of your palm. There's no power with that unless you're like a iron palm. Okay, but we're just going to press, and it's called yang zhe, which means pressing a stamp, like when you have stamps. Okay, rubber stamps. Go on, press it like that. Okay, you want to press it like that. Okay, that's more of a Tai Chi thing, but it all ends up to be the same place at the end anyway. So, so when you use that, that actually gives you a little bit more, actually a lot more power, a lot more damage to your opponent. Okay, here we go. Here's the last part of this technique demonstration. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now we can do 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to the end. So we can do 6. My foot comes back out, moves from here, 6, 7, right? 8, my foot goes back to this side, 9, then I do the lower palm on this side, okay? So let's demonstrate with starting here. Alright, so first one is cancel, 6, right? And then 7, right? And then I pass it. I get my foot behind him. 8, 9. Okay, and nice and slow, right? So 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so depending on where his foot is, you may not need to go around his foot. Okay, so let's just do the last one, right? 1, 2. Let's say I'm in front of him, right? So let's say I do this 6, 7, 8, right? My foot's stuck here. Because actually I like better to do a trip here rather than get it all the way back behind him and put it, because there's actually not much use for my leg to be behind him at that point. It's actually better it's ahead of him. So I like what the form does. I'm just going to keep my foot there. I can just lift it, and then actually he falls even farther. Okay? So let's show you that one more time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And if you do this trip, you can actually then do the fall. Alright, so that's some 9 Wing Chun techniques, dummy techniques that you can do on a self-defense application. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I am the Wing Chun Kid, and I just show you the 9 moves in the first dummy form. Alright, what's the dummy form for? It's the combination and the collaboration of the first 3 Wing Chun forms, Silim Tao, Chum Kyu, El Beauty. And then we learn how to use just the first 9. There's 116 moves in this form. Alright, we show you a lot of little details, and there's even more we haven't showed you. So if you like this channel, you want to learn more of this stuff, make sure that you subscribe and click this button. And also, if you're serious about learning Wing Chun, start your trial membership and become a member on my website.